Now, on the flip side of that, let another man praise thee. What does that mean? When somebody gives you a compliment, know how to receive a compliment, okay? So let's practice this. Let's demonstrate this, all right? I'm gonna give out some compliments, all right, to some people in the front row here. I'm going to see how they react to my compliments. Like, hey, man, I really like that tie.
Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, man, you were playing great on the guitar. It sounded great, man.
Very much.
It sounded good, yeah. See, these are good ways to handle compliments. He said, thank you very much. I'm glad you liked it. That's a good way to receive a compliment, right? Here's a bad way to receive a compliment. Go ahead and give me a compliment.
You're really preaching well tonight, Pastor.
Yeah, I know, huh? That's a bad way to receive a compliment, right? You know, you give somebody a compliment, you don't say, yeah, I know. Isn't it, though? Yeah, wasn't it awesome? Am I killing it or what? You know, I mean, that's a bad way to receive a compliment, right? The right way to receive a compliment is something along, you know, these guys are doing good. I put you guys on the spot. It's a good thing you know how to receive a compliment. No? But, you know, if somebody gives you a compliment, and especially children can sometimes be socially awkward. They need this kind of training. I remember my parents having to teach me this because I remember being a little kid and having someone giving me a compliment, and I just kind of froze up. I didn't really know what to do. You know, you're at that age where somebody tells you happy birthday, and you say, hey, happy birthday. You know, because you don't know how to respond. Just socially to things. So you got to teach your kids sometimes how to act, right? So I was always taught, hey, when somebody gives you a compliment, you receive it. So this is another bad way to take a compliment. Okay, give me a compliment. You can give me the same one or a different one or whatever. You know, just take your pick. I mean, no.
You're the funniest pastor I know.
That's not a compliment. Okay, you think I'm joking around up here? No. So, give me a compliment.
That's a great haircut you got today.
Yeah, here's what you don't want to. Here's another bad way to receive a compliment. Okay, he's like, no, it looks horrible. You know, I got a really bad haircut. You know. So you don't want to be the one who, when they get a compliment, starts being down on themselves, right? Oh, that's a beautiful dress you're wearing. Oh, this old thing. You know what I mean? You know, if somebody says, hey, you're wearing a beautiful dress, you say, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, right? People come up to me and compliment me sometimes after I preach, or maybe I meet them somewhere and they tell me that, you know, I've done something to help them. And what I say to that person is, I say, hey, thanks for encouraging me. You know, something like that, or just, hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So receive the love. Receive the compliment, but don't say, yeah, I know. I really am that great, huh? Can you come explain this to my wife so she knows who she's living with? You know, that's the so we don't want to like augment the compliment. If somebody gives you a compliment, you don't want to augment it, but at the same time, you don't want to be self-deprecating and be like, oh no, that was the worst sermon I've ever preached. I really bombed it up there. I really laid an egg up there. You know, you don't want to be like that either. So let another man praise thee. Take it in humility. You know, or a lot of people I've heard use this when someone compliments their preaching is they said, well, yeah, it's a great Bible story. Right? If somebody said, hey, that was a great story. Yeah, isn't that a great story? Or isn't that a great chapter? Isn't that a great truth from the Bible? That's what my pastor back in Sacramento used to always say. You know, he's receiving the compliment, but he's not self-glorifying and augmenting it. But he's also not saying, oh, what are you talking about? I did a terrible job. Because a lot of times when you compliment somebody and they say, oh, this old thing, what they're doing is they're fishing for another compliment. A lot of times when people talk about how bad they look, it's because they want you to tell them how beautiful they are. And so that's called fishing for compliments. This is not a good thing to be doing socially.